gotta stop being so aggressive. That's in there. Whoa! Hey Floss fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michaela and you can also find me on Instagram at MCD Stitches. And this is my Flosstube where I talk about anything and everything cross stitch that I'm doing. But other people, they talk about their crocheting, knitting, diamond painting, anything. Embroidery, anything crafty you can think of, you can talk on Flosstube about. But I'm not a multi-talented kind of gal, so I only do cross stitching. That being said, today's video is going to be a long overdue WIP parade, and I'm also going to include the 2 WIPs that I worked on in July, and I'm going to show you my progress on that. I'm just going to include them into my WIP parade, but I'm going to do them in the beginning to show you what I did. This video may also be filmed in 2, maybe 3 different parts or segments just because I'm a little pressed for time. So if you see me in a different outfit when it cuts to the next part, just it's on a different day, that's all. I didn't want to rush through a video, you know, like here's one project, here's the other WIP, here's this WIP, here's this WIP by, like I didn't want to rush through. Like I wanted to give you guys a thorough, detailed WIP parade, so that is why it might be filmed in different days. So hopefully you don't mind that. So how's everyone's summer going? I hope it's going good. I can't believe it's almost over. But my birthday's next week. I'm turning the oldie and moldy 25. Oof. But I'm probably I don't have anything planned, but I think I'm just gonna go to Taco Bell, get some tacos, hang out with my family for the night, and call it a day. Nothing special, but I'm content with tacos, okay? I'm very happy with having tacos on my birthday. Speaking about life updates, I want to bring up a post I saw on one of the Facebook groups that I follow. The post was like, I don't remember what it said word for word, but it was like the basis of like, oh, Flosstube, where you talk about like your cat for 40 minutes and then you show your project for like 2 minutes, and that's it. And I was like, I don't mind when people talk about like what they're doing, like their life. I don't mind, like people talk about their pets, their kids, their job, where they went on vacation, what they had for dinner last night. Like, I don't mind. I actually like those videos. Not that I don't like any other videos, but I like when the person like talks and gives like insight into what they're doing besides stitching. I know it's floss too, but I love dogs and cats and whatever else you guys have. So if you have those and they want to talk about that, I am for it. And honestly, it's their video, it's their channel. They can talk about whatever they want, as long as it's not offensive. Like, who cares if they talk about their cat or what they had for lunch? Like, just is their video. Whatever. I mean, there's plenty of videos out there that only talk about cross stitch. Like, they don't talk about anything else, and that's fine. That's what they want to do. That's their video, their channel. But there's plenty of other floss tubers out there who bring up, you know, what they're doing, where they're going, and I'm fine with either or. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, if they were talking about, you know, what they have for lunch for 45 minutes, and then they were like, hey, here's my project, okay, bye. Then I'd be like, okay, that's not really a Flosstube video, but I haven't really seen anyone talk about anything for 40 minutes other than cross stitching. I mean, I'm going to talk about my dog in the next 3 minutes, but it will tie into stitching, I promise. So I guess the post has a point, but not really. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Flosstubers talking about things other than stitching. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think they should do it? Like, let me know. Okay, let's talk about my dog now. So my dog's name is Bella, and the last week of June into the first week in July, she hurt herself. She got injured. I don't know how. I have no idea how this happened. But she started limping that week. And it happened for like 2 days. And I was like, I don't know, maybe she twisted it, whatever. And then going into July, she started holding it up. It was her back leg. She like wouldn't put any pressure down on it. She wouldn't put any weight on it. And so she was basically a 3-legged dog for like 2 or 3 days. So then I called the vet and we brought her there, and they said it's not broken, but it could be a ligament injury, like maybe she tore it. It could be, you know, she twisted it, like a sprain or a strain. And they gave her pain meds for a week. They told her to rest for a week, and they told me to do heat and ice for a week. So we did that for a week, and that whole week I was literally a mess. I was crying, I couldn't eat, like I was so upset that my dog was hurt, and I really didn't know what was wrong with her. I mean, it was good that it wasn't broken, but I didn't want it to be anything serious because she's 14 and I don't want to put her through anything she doesn't need to go through. So for a whole week, I was a mess. And I literally did everything for her. So I had to carry her everywhere. I had to, I sat on the floor, ate my meals with her so she wouldn't like jump. Now this 14-year-old dog is crazy. You would think she was like 4 because she has so much energy all the time and she never listens either. So if you say, you know, don't jump, rest, calm down, you can't do that, she was not listening. She wanted to jump, run, skip, hop everywhere, and I did not want her to re-injure or injure herself further. So anyway, end of story. So by the end of the week, she started putting weight on the leg, which was a great sign. And so we didn't have to take her for x-rays at the end of the week because she started walking on it. And she's good now, thank the Lord. So she's a-okay, doing good, walking on all 4s, perfect. But for that whole week and a half, I did not stitch. I did not look at stitching. I did not want to stitch. My mind was like, bleh. So I did not have progress for a good half of July. I didn't even start stitching for like 2 weeks into July. So I fell behind on my 2 projects that I wanted to work on, which was my nativity and my Dogs of Disney style. Now you guys are gonna think I'm dramatic, but my Dogs of Disney style I didn't want to work on because it was a dog piece. I didn't want anything to do with dogs. Like I didn't want to look at dogs, I didn't want to see dogs. I didn't want to work on my dog stitching piece because my own dog was hurting. Does that make sense? Like, I hope it does. But I just didn't want anything to do with this. So I fell behind like 3 weeks on my dog sal. And my nativity, I was supposed to finish the page in July, and I'm like not even halfway through now. So whatever. It's fine. My dog is good. So that's what's important. So let's get this WIP parade started. First WIP that I'm going to show you is the WIP that I was working on in July, and I'm going to show you the progress that I did on it, which isn't much, as you heard from story time. But this is, I'm going to put here, someone in my comments like said, why don't you show what it's supposed to look like? And I'm like so stupid for not even like remembering to do that in my last video. So I'm always gonna put what the final piece is gonna look here, and then I'm going to put the full piece project because it's a Haid, this is my biggest project. My plan for this is to go biggest I mean, smallest to biggest WIP, but the July progress is my 2 biggest projects. Did that make sense? It probably didn't, but whatever. So this is WIP number 1. I'm gonna come closer. And this is what I have for July/August progress, which isn't bad because I think at the end of June I finished the last page, and from July I think I started this page after my dog felt better, so this was like maybe mid-July I started it, and we're like kind of, what's today's date? August 12th, August 11th, something like that. I don't know. So almost a month progress, and this is what I have. So I started this project January 30th, 2019, and I was flying through it for a good year and a half. I was doing basically a page a month, and I'm kind of slowing down. Why? I don't know. It might be because I don't have as much time. I was also staying up until like midnight stitching some nights, most nights. And I finally got my sleeping schedule on track this year. Like, I don't stay up later than 10. Like, I'm in bed at like 8:30, and then I don't stay up past 10. So, but I have so much more energy now that I fixed it, got it on track, all that. So I don't stay up late stitching anymore, which might be why I don't have a ton of progress as I used to, but I'm not mad at it because I'm sleeping. So this page I'm enjoying. Up top is more, I was flying through the top because it's basically, it's color block. It's like brown and black and a lighter brown, like 3 colors. And then down here is gonna be all confetti, which is where you can tell I got sick of it because I stopped. This was all confetti, and I was like losing the motivation every stitch I put in because there was just so much. I was in confetti hell, so I was like, I'm gonna put it away for a week because I couldn't do it anymore. So as you can see, there's literally like, I don't know, 20 colors in the next, 30 colors in the next 100 stitches, but whatever. I'll see if I can get done with the diagonal next week. But I'm gonna put what I have, what it looks like as a piece, as a whole, together. So that's what it looks like. My goal was to finish the whole thing by either the end of the year or February of next year. I don't know if that's possible, but sorry. But we're gonna try. I'm not mad at my progress, and I don't take it that much. I don't take it too seriously. Like, if I'll have a goal in mind, like I'll say I want to finish the page by the end of the month, and if I don't make it, like if I don't reach that, I'm fine. Like, I'm not mad at myself. I don't hold myself to it because there's no fun in that, you know. I don't see the point in beating yourself up if you don't reach a goal by a certain time. But that's just me. So we're kind of just going with the flow with that. And hopefully I'll get a page finish. I don't think I'm gonna finish this by the end of August. Maybe mid-September we'll aim for. Maybe. But yeah, this is my biggest WIP. And I think it's the longest, like the biggest one that I've been working on for a while. Because it's gonna be 3 years. 2 years. No, 2021. Yeah, 3 years in January. But whatever. She'll get done when she gets done, you know? Okay, next WIP that I'm gonna show you is the second WIP that I worked on in July. So this is going along with my July progress. Is the Dogs of Disney Sal, which ends today, and I'm not even halfway done with it, which is okay. It's okay. So I ended up doing 4 dogs in July. Yes, I ended up doing 4 dogs in July. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna put here the pattern up to where I have completed, because I don't want to give away the other dogs if you haven't seen the whole thing completed. So that's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like that I completed. So last, oh my god. So last video, see how far I can get over here. Last video, I showed you, I just had the top row done. There was 5 dogs. And I added 4 since then. Nana literally, I think she took me 3 weeks to do. I don't even, 2 maybe, 2 to 3 weeks. She took me a while for some reason. I don't know, but these I flew doing. So I'm gonna come a little closer to show you guys. So there's, let me see. So there's Stitch, Lady, Tramp, Percy, and Dante. And then the second row has Nana, Bolt, Sultan, and Dodger, which I actually just watched Oliver and Company for the first time ever in my life, and it was the cutest movie. I can't believe I never saw it. I recommend go see. So this is done. If you go to the Facebook page, today is the last day. So they have like all, I think 20 dogs. 20 dogs completed today. And I am on dog 9, 8? I can't count. 9. So I have 9 completed. I'm gonna be doing 10 today. So I'm halfway through. My goal, again, me and goals, is to do 3 dogs every other week. So what I've been doing a week on my nativity, and that's about a good point when I get sick of it, if I'm being honest. Like, I'll work on it for a week and then I'll be like, I'm kind of getting, you know, the confetti takes a toll on you. And then I do a week of this. So I'll have one here because I did him this week, and my goal is to do the other 2 for this week. So the next dog, I'm gonna spoil it. So if you don't want to know what the next dog, I'll tell you the next 2 dogs I'm gonna do. If you don't want to know, skip forward for 30 seconds. So this dog is gonna be Stella from Princess and the Frog. And then this dog over here that I'm gonna be doing is Pluto. So I'm gonna work on these 2 for a week, and hopefully in my next video I have the next row complete, at least, maybe. This Sal is so cute. I love it dearly. It is by Abby Sue Designs, and spoiler again, I guess, I don't even know if that's the right word, whatever. She is doing a Cats of Disney Sal in September. So if you're a cat person more than a dog person, that's coming out in September. The only difference is this was a free Sal, and the cat salad is you have to pay for it, the pattern. So, which honestly, that's totally fine. She gave us a whole salad for free, and it's beautiful. So what I plan on doing with this is when my unborn child in the next 50 years is done, I don't know, I hope to have this in a nursery. I would like to have a Disney nursery for my future child someday, some year in the next 100 years. Okay. But that would be my plan, is to have this up. If not, I will give it to someone who is having a baby. But we shall see. I love this. It's so cute, so pretty, so colorful. And it's Disney. How can you go wrong? So that was it for my July progress WIPs. Now we're going to get into my other WIPs that I kind of work on whenever. So we're going to start off with my small ones. The first one is called, let me get it out, Washing Up. And I'm going to show you what it looks like here, but I also have it on here. So that's what it looks like. It is a bathtub and a cat. But I'll also put it here for you guys if you couldn't see. Okay, I'm gonna share with you how I keep track of my other WIPs. So I made this myself, and it's like a project WIP tracker, and I made this on like a Word doc. So I have the project name, the designer, when I started it, when I finished it, the stitch count, the stitch type, so is it like full, back, half, does it have any knots, blah blah blah. The fabric count, the fabric color and type, the number of colors, the floss type, some like DMC, anchor, whatever, and embellishments, so beading, whatever. And then the calendar, so I have all 12 months, and then when I work on this WIP, I highlight the day that I worked on it. So I worked on this project 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 days this year. So 3 in March and 2 in May, which isn't that bad. So when I finish it, I can say, or I can see how long it took me. Obviously it's going to take me a long length, but if you just take that, like the days that I worked on it, like the highlighted days, you can say, oh, I worked on it for a total of 20 days out of the 8 months that I worked on it. Does that make sense? I don't know. But this is what I use for all of my WIPs. And it's just something to, I don't know, something visual for me. Because I'm weird like that. Alright. So this is what I have on it so far. It's really teeny tiny. This is a 6x6 Q-snap. It's super, like that's my hand. Super tiny. And I have the top of the bathtub and a little bit of the towel and a little bit of the, what is this supposed to be? Like the flowers, the vine, a little bit of that done. So I think this is cute. It's really tiny. It's 5 3/4 by 6 1/4 inch. So like 5 by 6 inches. Really tiny. But so cute. I really like this. This is a good project for me when like I can't handle like big projects. I could just work on this because it's so small. There's not a lot of colors. There's not a lot of back stitching. It's just very simple. And sometimes we need simple when we have long, hard days. So maybe I'll pick this up again. I think the last time I worked on it was in May. So it's been about 3 months. I was thinking about bringing my WIP wheel back maybe for September. I did a WIP wheel for Stitch Mania, and every day I spun it, and whatever WIP it landed on, I worked on that for a day. But maybe I'll do like whatever it lands on, I'll work on for like 3 days instead of 1. I don't know. I have all these plans and then I never do them anyway, so who knows? If you're wondering like how I keep all my WIPs organized, most of these are kits, so they come with everything. So I keep them in little Ziploc bags. So let me show you for washing up what I put in a little teeny tiny bag. I have the floss card where I keep all the floss, the symbols, blah blah blah, the instructions or the color card thing, symbol, number, whatever, and then I have a highlighter so I can highlight the pattern. So I keep everything in like one little bag. I know people get like project bags and mesh bags or whatever they're called, but honestly, I'm a simple girl and Ziploc worked for me, so that's what I put it in. For this one, oh, let me show you the next WIP before I start taking the bag apart. So the next WIP is my very first Mill Hill kit. I bought it this year. Now I heard so much hype about it before I bought a Mill Hill. I've just seen so many Mill Hills on my feed, like it was a Mill Hill. And I was like, what is that? So I looked it up and they have some really cute stuff, really cute. Now it's all perforated paper projects that they do. So I bought this one. Let me get my project truck out. It is called Luck of the Irish, and it is by Mill Hill. And I started this March 10th because silly old me was like, oh, I can get this done in a week. I'll have it done by St. Patrick's Day. And it's not done. I underestimated the detail in these, and I overestimated my ability to finish. So it is 5 by 5 inches. So I was like, oh my god, it's so tiny, I can do it. No, it is 14 count. It's perforated paper. I'm not sure how to describe this. Like a canvas. It has holes. I'm gonna show you guys. But it's 14 count perforated paper. There's 11 colors. It's DMC, and there's beading involved and one button involved. So I started March 10th and I worked on it so far 6 days in March, 4 days in May, so about 10 days. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Super cute. And this is what I have done in 10 days so far. So let me come closer. So, oh, hello. So you can kind of see the letters forming. Like right there's the L, the U, C. I started the top of the K, and then that is OF right there. And then THE. And then that's the H of Irish. I haven't worked on the other. Then there's a pot of gold and the rainbow. Now this border up top is so intricate and detailed. Like, it took me forever. But the, like, I don't know if you can see, like, the rainbow, like how there's like not skipped stitches, but there's like holes, like say like right there, that's all gonna be beading. So let me see if I can find another place. Let's see. Okay, so like right here and right here, that's gonna be a 4-leaf clover, but the clover leaves are gonna be beading, so that's why it doesn't look like a clover. Let me see if I can pull it up. So like right there, I know it's totally not focusing, but that's beading where that is. So there's a lot of beading in this project, but so let me show you what I have in this bag. So obviously the pattern, and I've been doing it in blocks, so whatever block I've been working that way. And I park, I'm a parking girl. I can park floss, but I cannot park a car. Anyway, so how I do this is I label down letters and I go numbers across. So let's say I'm going to be working on A1 for the day. So A1 is this block. I take that block and I work on that and whatever colors it has. And then I'll park it either in that block, or that block. And then I'll keep going across. Does that make sense? I don't know. But pattern, really good instructions. It's very broken down and detailed, which is good. I like that. The floss, which I made my own little tracker. I don't know what you want to call it. Keeper. Out of cardboard. And punched holes, put tape to the symbols, and put the symbol to the color to the symbol. That's my floss. And then of course the highlighter. And it came with two, watch these go flying, 2 little teeny tiny bags of beads and a beading needle in that one. So lots of beads. So I'm a little scared because this is my first Mill Hill beading project. And these are super tiny. So hopefully I can find a video, or if you have beading tips, let a girl know, because I have not beaded on a project before. And then it comes with a cute button that I think goes, where does the button go? Oh, it goes next to the H in Irish. So super cute. That is what I keep in that bag. So I mean, is it almost done? Not really, but I think I worked on this for 10 days. That's not bad. Oh my god, that's not bad for 10 days. Do you guys like Mill Hill kits projects? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Oh, let me show you that. This is what I was talking about when I said perforated paper. You can see through it, like it's floppy, but it's not fabric. It's hard. I don't know what I'm trying to do, but it's like a canvas, and you can cut it with scissors. This one you don't cut. I worked on not perforated paper, but I worked on canvas before. You can cut this to whatever shape you want, and it's just a little what's the word I'm looking for? It's not fabric, it's just a little thicker. I don't know how to describe this, but yeah. But yeah, do you guys like Mill Hill? Do you like canvas, perforated paper, working on that? Do you not? Do you like beading? I don't know what you guys like. Let me know. I like Mill Hill. This is my first one, so it's pretty intricate, pretty detailed, very interesting, very pretty. I do like this pattern. And they have a ton of other ones too. They have a lot of Christmas ones. They have pretty Easter ones, things like that. So I think I'll do another Mill Hill in the future because I do like this. It's nice to work on this on a, like I said, like this is easy to work on. This is easy to work on if you're not really, if you don't have the brain to work on a big project. This is pretty cool to work on because it's easy to separate. Like I showed you, like a block at a time. That's how I take it. It's easy to concentrate on if your mind isn't 100% there. WIP number 5 out of 9 is called Sleigh Ride. Put a picture there. And this is a similar to my Mill Hill one, but it's on canvas. So I'm going to show you the difference between canvas versus perforated paper. So this is a Christmassy, well, not Christmassy, yeah, it's Christmas. Winter, Christmas, holiday project. But I worked on it, I started this year. I don't know, let me look at my tracker. So this guy is called Sleigh Ride by Wizzers. I started it March 2nd of this year. And it's 3 3/4 inch by 3.5 inch, so it's teeny tiny. It has full and back stitch. It's on 14 count canvas, brown plastic canvas. Maybe that's what I was looking for, the difference. Like perforated paper is not plastic really. It's like a thin material. This is plastic. There's 14 colors and it's, the floss type is dimensions. So I only worked on this for 3 days in May. So that's what it's gonna look like. I can also show you what it's gonna look like here. It's 3 bears, so 2 little baby ones and the mama or papa one, I guess. And there's a Christmas tree, a gift, and they're on a sleigh. So super cute. This is old. I think it's, I got this at a thrift store. I think it's, because this company, I don't think they're in business anymore. I don't know. But I think it's from the either early 2000s or late 90s. And this is what I got done in 3 days. So a little bit of the 2 baby bears you can see coming through, and I think the bow to the gift you can kind of see. But this one's cute. So again, plastic bag. Let me show you what's in here. So I keep the tracker. Obviously the pattern. Really tiny pattern, and again I do it in blocks, so numbers, letters, can you tell I'm from Boston? And I take it block by block, going whatever way. So I did this whole row. I hope you can see that. So I don't have that much left, I guess. The back stitching is a killer on these ones. So then I have my homemade floss card. I made it out of Chobani Greek yogurt. Because these kits don't come with, the old ones, they just wrap a bunch of floss in like this, and they say separate it yourself. So you have to kind of organize it yourself. And I do that, and then obviously my highlighter. So I keep everything, again, in a Ziploc. But this one is a quick one. I mean, maybe I'll bring it back out maybe like November-ish. Maybe I can get it done by Christmas and give it to someone. I'll give it to someone. I haven't worked on this since May, so. But I'm pretty sure I could get a good amount done because this was, what, 3 days? Yeah, I'm probably sure I could get this done by Christmas. If I took it out for a week, I worked on it for a week, I probably could get it done. Maybe even 2 weeks. But this is cute. So the difference between, so this is flimsy like the Mill Hill one, but it's like, it's thicker, if that makes sense. I know you can't really tell, but it's still flexible, but it's thicker. It's canvas. It's not as thin as the perforated paper one. So kind of the same thing, kind of not. I don't know how to explain it, but this one's cute. I do like these ones. They're really tiny. So these 3 tiny ones, Mill Hill, the washing up one, and this one, these are good for when I don't really feel like stitching anything big, or I'm out of my mind, maybe don't want to work on big projects. These are good. Maybe put in like 20 stitches, you know, call it a day. So we'll see if I can get this done by Christmas. Maybe. Hopefully. So the next WIP I have is called Life's a Ball, and it's by Janlin. And I started it this year on May 12th, and it's 5x7, 14 count white Aida. It has full quarter and back stitching. There's 12 colors, and it uses DMC floss. And I worked on this 3 days in March. So that's what it's gonna look like. I'll also show you on here. So it's like a white and brown puppy with a bouncing tennis ball, and it's called Life's a Ball. And this is what I completed in 3 days. So you can see a little bit of the lower half of the dog coming together. And I did the eyes, the nose, and the tongue in black. The white on white kills me. It kills me. It's so, it's not that I like dread doing white on white, but like I dread doing white on white. I don't know. Do you guys like white on white? It drives me nuts. But he's coming out cute. I stopped working on this because of the white on white. And so that's when I jumped to the face and I did the black, because I was like, I need a color change pronto. So not too bad. I think what I'll do is probably the face, which includes more white, obviously. But I can get more of the brown done, and then I can probably start on the grass and the lettering. So this one's cute. I do like it. It involves a dog, so you know I'm for it. But this one's old. I think it's from, well, not old, but 2006. So old-ish. But I like this one. It's cute. My next WIP is probably one of my favorite WIPs, probably top 3, I would say. It's one of my bigger ones, but it's gonna be stockings, so you separate them, if that makes sense. So it looks like this. And I can show you on here too, because I have a picture of what it's gonna look like all together. So it's 8 stockings. There's a glare, I'm sorry, but so it's 8 stockings of forest animals. So there's a fox, a raccoon, a chipmunk, a deer, a skunk, an owl, a bunny, and a squirrel. And they're so cute. They're really tiny, but I think they're just the cutest things ever. Again, me and animals. I should have been a vet, but honestly, I cry for everything, so that probably wouldn't be an ideal job for me. So I started this May 5th of this year. I started a lot of these WIPs this year, which I don't know why. It's by Janlin. It's from 1993. She's vintage. And so each animal is 4 by 5. So each of these little guys is like 4 by 5. So really not too big. It's full quarter and back stitching. It's 14 count. It's done on 14 count green Aida. And there's 18 colors. It uses DMC floss, and it does include beading. So there are, each one of these has like, I don't know if you can see, like berries in the background, like the deer and the chipmunk. I think the chipmunk is holding one actually. I don't know. But each one of these has berries. And those are the beads, the red beads. So I'm super excited to do that. And let me see how many days I worked on this. So I enjoy this WIP a lot. And I worked on it 6 days in May and 2 days in June. So 8 days total. And I completed one animal, and I'm basically done with the second one. I just have to do, I think there's a little more green I have to add. So this is what I have completed. So that's the deer. I'm gonna try and straighten it out as best I can. So that's the deer. It is complete. It just needs the beading, obviously. And then that is the chipmunk, which I just have to do some back stitching and some, obviously add a little bit on the top. But I think they're so cute, both of these. The deer's really cute. I like her. The chipmunk. So the chipmunk I could probably finish in like a day. There's really not that much left to do of him. Let me see if I can put a side by side. So the chipmunk is the second one next to the deer. So a little more green up top and a little green on the left side of him. And then obviously there's some back stitching in his face. And he should be done. And then I think the next one I'm going to do is the raccoon. He looks pretty cute. So this is a big piece of fabric. And then they give another piece of fabric, green fabric, to do the stocking. But I don't know if I want to do a stocking. Like, I don't know if I want to make these into stockings, or if I want to just like frame them individually or frame it as a whole piece. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see what I want to do with it, but it's coming out cute. I am basically 2 out of 8 animals done. Not bad. I like it. So that is that one. And I'll show you what I keep in its little bag. So obviously the pattern comes with like 4. There's 4 on the front and then 4 on the back. The highlighter, obviously. And then I made my own floss card again out of my Chobani yogurt. And I just keep these like this. A lot of floss. This one has how many colors? 18 colors, so it has a good variety palette for it. And that is my forest animal WIP. So the second to last WIP is another fun one. It is a Halloween related WIP. So I might bring this out within the next month or two to try and finish it before Halloween. I'm making it for my nephew, who is like a horror fanatic. So he loves anything horror film related. So I made this for him. Put it there. It is called Myers House by the Witchy Stitcher. If you don't know who that is, go check her out right now because her pieces are amazing, gorgeous, so fun if you're into Halloween horror, anything like that. She has amazing things. I started this March 18th of this year. I plan to have it finished by April, like mid-April, because I was going to give it to my nephew for his birthday, but clearly I didn't finish it. So whatever. Maybe I'll give it to him for Christmas. It is 5 by 5, almost 6 inches. So 5 by 5. So it's not a huge project. It has full and back stitching. I did it on 14 count oatmeal Aida. It has, oh, I didn't put how many colors. I can tell you how many colors right now. 19 colors. And it uses DMC. So I worked on this 4 days in March and 2 days in May. So 6 days total. And this is what I have. So that's the completed look. And this is what I have done. So I have most of the house done. I just have to work on the second level and then obviously the roof. And then silly me, it's supposed to say death has come to your little town. And I was like, oh, I did all the lettering and I totally forgot about the two. Not a ton to do. Just fill in a little bit on the top, get the roof done, and then obviously the back stitching. But it's super cute. I think my nephew will love this. If you're into horror, she has amazing pieces. I did a Jason one as well by her, which is free. I'll put that here as well. I put it in my finish parade on my first video, my first Flosstube video. That was one of my finishes by her as well. So, oh, now I've been showing you my homemade floss cards, and they work. There's nothing wrong with them. But I found, I don't know when I found it exactly, but I found it when I was doing a project on Amazon, these floss cards. They're plastic. I'm going to show you how. Now this is how I do my WIPs or any of my future WIPs. This is what I'm going to use. So I got these on Amazon. I will link everything in the description box below. Now these are good quality. So they come in, I think, 10 or 12 pack, and I think I paid like $10. So they come in like a bunch of colors. I think there's orange, pink, green, yellow, whatever. And then what I do is I take masking tape and I do 2 rows, and then I take a Sharpie and I do each symbol of the pattern, whatever. And then I match the floss to the symbol. And I think these hold 20 colors. Yeah, so 10 and 10. So 20 colors each, you get, I'm gonna say 10. So it could hold, if you buy like a pack, so 10 cards, they hold 20. So that would hold like a good amount of, what would that hold? Like, let me do the math. 20 colors, 10 cards, 200 colors. Okay, so if you bought a pack, you could hold up to 200 colors if your project had that many. But I use these for my smaller ones. Like I use this for my Sal, and I think I had like 36 colors, and so I used 2 of these for my Dogs of Disney Sal. And then my Haid has like 90, 80, I don't even know. It's up there. So I think I use about, make me do math again, 20, 80, like 4 or 5 of these. I don't know, but these are good. Okay. So this is what I use. They're good quality. They're handy, useful. I love these. And then I also have my bobbins that I keep in my organizer. So that is how I organize my floss for each project and my future projects. Okay, last WIP, which I'm super excited about. Now this one has been, I've been doing like on and off for the past like 4 years. I think I started it in May of 2018, 2017, probably 2018. And then I put it away for a year or two. I picked it back up last year and I worked on it for like 2 days and I put it away, and then I picked it back up again in I think March or May. And so it's on and off. But it is called Dollhouse Tea Party. I don't have the tracker for it. I think I left it downstairs, like my bag for it. So I'm just gonna do what's in my brain, which is not a whole lot, clearly. I can't even do math. So this one is called Dollhouse Tea Party by Dimensions. It is from like 1995, 1994, somewhere in the 90s. And I believe it has about 42 colors. And it involves full, half. Give me a second. I know it has back stitching, and I think it has cording and couching, which I have done before. I want to say I worked on this just in this year, probably maybe 6 to 8 days. But this is, I've been working on this for like 4 years on and off. So I'm going to put what it's supposed to look fully complete. And I'm definitely not close to being complete, but I have a good amount of it done. I mean, I should. I've been working on it 3 or 4 years. So let me show you what I have. So this is my project, Dollhouse Tea Party. So you can see the dollhouse, the girl, the doll, the bunny, and the bear. And then what I've done this year, so all of this, if I can hold it up, so this all was done within the 3-4 years. And then this section, like the doll in the corner and the tree and the reddish brown at the bottom, was all done this year when I picked it back up this year. So I'm trying to work like corner fill in, because when I started, I obviously started in the middle, which I have done for majority of my projects, but I'm starting to like working like corner inward now. So this one is so cute. It's so colorful, so detailed, and I really enjoy picking it up whenever I do. I think it's really cute. It's a good size. I think it's about 12 by 14. So she's not, you know, small by any means, but it's a good medium size, I would say. But I think my favorite piece to work on in this one was either the bear, because of the shading. I think the shading is so cute, like so detailed from far away. And then I did like working on the little girl. The doll is cute too, actually, too. The whole thing is cute, if I'm being honest. So I like her. This one takes a lot of focus, I would say, because there's a lot of colors, 42, and then there's different stitching. So like maybe like this section will be full stitching, this section will be half and full. So it's a lot of switching around and, you know, changing it up. But I like working on it for a weekend or two. So that is it for my WIP parade, you guys. I hope you enjoyed all my projects. I think I have a good variety for projects. You know, I have some small, some medium, some really big complex ones. So I have a good variety that I can choose from. So I'll probably do another WIP parade update in another 6 months or so. And I'm sure you'll be seeing all of these WIPs in my future videos or my Instagram to show you the progress that I've worked on or if I completed any. So I hope you enjoyed all these WIPs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which WIP was your favorite down below, and also let me know what you would like to see for any future videos. I was thinking of maybe like a Q&A or a stitch with me or a combo of both. I don't know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at MCDstitches, and until then I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!